Hey everyone, Jared Sandler here with new Rangers first base coach, World Series champion, a part of the 2023 team, Travis Jankowski. Jankowski again.
Good to be back, man. It's always good to talk to you and be in the stadium again. Obviously on the coaching side now, but just knowing what I'm getting into, right? Knowing the organization, knowing the morals and the values of this organization, the dedication to winning. To me, that's a huge part, you know. Getting into coaching is the first time coming to a spot where I'm comfortable and know everyone. Already have relationships with a lot of the staff, a lot of the front office, a lot of the players. It was an opportunity that I just couldn't say no to. It really just felt like home for Lynn's and the family, the kids and I. I always tell people when it comes to baseball, you know, Texas, Dallas, the Fort Worth area feels a lot like Lancaster, Pennsylvania to us, just on a much bigger scale, you know. So we love the living out here, we love the food out here, we love the people, and like I said, it just felt like home.
Did you cut your hair?
No, I need to.
When you come into this ball, you see the 2023 World Series championship banner that kind of is plastered up on the facade in left field. When you see that, what do you think about?
The team camaraderie, you know, what we had, the special chemistry, I think as a collective group, we handled any and all adversity that came to us, and we took it as a unit. The play that I'll probably remember my entire life, the sound of it was Seager's home run in Game 1 of the World Series. You know, that had to be one of the furthest, hardest hit balls that I've ever seen in my life. You know, from a personal side of the actual game being played, Seager's home run was insane.
All right, we're kind of in left field. It wasn't in this ballpark, but one of the top moments in the Travis Jankowski reel as a Ranger, home run robbery in left field. White Sox?
Yep.
What do you remember about that?
I remember off the bat thinking, boy, I better give this a courtesy jog. I think that's game over. Honestly, from there on, it's a blur. I just remember jumping in, digging my foot in, getting my knee up over and reaching, and then I felt the ball go in my glove. So I went, I squeezed it, I felt it still in there, and I was like, oh shoot. I was like, I better get this ball in. And I just took it and I threw it. I think Smitty was there, and yeah, I just remember, holy shoot. So then I think we had a pitching change later on that inning, and Adolis gave me a huge hug in center field when we met. He's like, Poppy, that was unbelievable. And I was like, huh. And now in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, I kind of can't wait to see it, you know?
So now one of your responsibilities will be to help guys be in position to maybe make plays like that. Why was this the right time? You said, you know, coming back here is an opportunity you couldn't say no to, but I know that you were considering a few different things, right? So why ultimately did you decide, hey, I'm done playing, let's start this next chapter?
Yep, so done playing, it was something that Linz and I had to kind of process a little bit, kind of talk about, pray out. It was time for me to say goodbye to playing, hang up the cleats, and you know, the whole off season, I was just kind of praying and thinking about, okay, like if it's fun, I want to stay in the game, you know? So how can I stay in the game and still impact guys and do it? And, you know, probably 2-3 months into those prayers, I get a call from Skip. And, you know, he said, hey, would you ever be interested in coaching? And he said, well, I'd like you to interview for the first base coaching job. And when he said that, I ran right inside and you know, told Linz, I said, I think this is our answer to prayers.
Your contributions to this team, I think, are more
the baseball standpoint than you give yourself credit for, especially that 23 team, the way you stepped up. But you also are a short list of guys who I think, because you can't quantify it, won't ever get the credit that y'all deserve. And I think about Will Smith, I think about Brad Miller, Austin Hedges when he came over, guys who I don't think the Rangers win the World Series without you guys and what you meant in the clubhouse. You obviously now as a coach can't have that same exact type of impact from a leadership standpoint, but how can you help guys understand what it means to be that type of a teammate?
With the outfield group specifically, right? Wyatt, Evan kind of specifically, the way I'm kind of going to approach that is hopefully my example of helping them out is something that they appreciated, that made them better, and they can feed into the next generation of players coming up. But I just wanted to be a guy to help out, you know? So again, you know, with this coaching gig, the biggest question that was asked is, are you ready to coach? Are you ready to coach? And so again, like this is all just kind of demeanor. This has nothing to do with their talent. You know, I will never ever take credit for how talented these guys are, because they are absolute freak athletes and incredible baseball players. But, you know, behind the scenes, just helping them navigate a big league season, what it looks like, what it feels like, how to navigate that is something that I really tried to help them out with.
All right, we're gonna make our way over from the track onto the turf. It seems like it's just here for art. I don't know how many coaches stand in the box, but this is the first base coach's box, and this is your new home.
It's a little bigger than the batter's box.
Yeah. Well, I mean, oh, you like view? Like, what do we think?
I actually just got chills. This is awesome, man. And like I said, it's one of those things that, you know, to still be able to walk into this every day, put on a Ranger and help the win another World Series, man. It's an opportunity that I can't say no to. You know, it's exciting. I'm anxious to get started. And yeah, like I said, it's a spot that's right for me. You know, with the connections I have here, with the relationships I have built in already, it's going to be a great adjustment for me.
Janko, it's great seeing you. And there are so many people who are excited to see you back a part of this organization, and we can't wait to continue this journey.
For sure. Always good talking to you, Jared.